Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Raw Recap, brought to you by the Smacked Raw podcast. I am your host, Katie Bay.
Baby.
There we go. Of course, I'm joined by the biggest pain in my ass, Kevin Crazy.
Yeah, that's me. I'm doing my best, people. We'll see how much I can fuck her up tonight.
And to help make this an impromptu three-person show, we have Reek, who asked to be on here. Reek, how you doing, buddy?
I am well. How are you? First of all, hold on. We gotta go from the start here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast. I present to you the best host in the history of the Smacked Raw podcast, Miss Katie Bay.
I mean,
that's how you give yourself an introduction.
That was a pretty good promo, but I don't know if I agree with the content.
Well, nobody asked your opinion. This is why Reek's one of my favorites. He hypes me up every time.
I will always be your Paul Heyman. Straightforward.
I mean, did we not determine at one point I was Roman?
Oh my god.
I can co-sign with that. I'm down.
I mean, I'm Roman. It's fine. We're just gonna say that now.
Whatever.
Anyways.
You don't even have a beard.
Shut up, Ivar. Nobody asked your opinion.
Oh
Yeah.
Man. We're going there. All right.
Can I just get through this intro, please? And then we can go off the rails.
All right.
I can't make any promises.
We are a wrestling recap show. You can find us live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, recapping Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. You can find the NXT recap live Wednesdays, time to be determined, on twitch.tv/SmackDrawPodcast. If you miss a live stream, you can head on over to youtube.com/SmackDrawPodcast. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. We just finished Wrestlemania week, so we have 7 new videos up on the channel. 7.
Mama Crazy went crazy. I don't know. She might not be watching anymore. At least not as much. But imagine if she knew. Her head would have fucking exploded.
Mama Crazy is our biggest supporter, and we love that.
Yeah. It's lit.
If you don't like watching your podcast, we have the audio form on basically every podcast platform you can think of. And if you don't like podcasts, why are you here? But you still like wrestling content.
Fuck you.
Shut up, Kevin. Head on over to WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Check out the articles written over there by some pretty fantastic people. Check out their premium content. We have the honor of being the exclusive recap for them. Thank you, D-Rod. And, you know, you can support us by going where, Kevin?
Oh my god, are you giving me the... I don't want to talk about the Patreon. So my day's been pretty sweet, actually. I slept till about noon. Got I figured out...
Can you just talk about the Patreon, please?
I did some research on USB 3.0 external hard drives and picked one up, got that shit taken care of. That was pretty cool.
Patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast. You can get stickers. You want to continue?
I might put one on my new hard drive.
Continue it. I threw it up. Go ahead.
I hung out with Ronnie a little bit. We got Taco Bell for dinner.
Oh my god. You can submit unpopular wrestling opinions and they'll be featured on the show. If you do the $25 tier, you can get all of that. We will promote your stuff for a month and you can get a shirt. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't care at this point. If you can do whatever you want to do, just support us if you like good wrestling content. That's all I'm gonna say
Good.
about it. I'm gonna put it.
Good. Just no selling it like that. Like,
I mean,
pat yourself on the back. Why don't you? Jeez.
listen.
That's what I keep saying. That's why I thought it would be like important for my fans to hear about my day today instead of like, give me your money. What the fuck is wrong with you, Katie? Give them access.
That is good. Transparency is key.
So let's talk about Raw, because that's why we're here. The Raw after WrestleMania. Not a lot happening in any way, shape, or form.
Hashtag basic ass Raw.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. Some of the stuff in a vacuum was kind of fun, but like nothing really happened. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
There was nothing there. See,
we literally had a WrestleMania rematch from yesterday on Raw's card tonight. What the fuck?
And it was no better than the match that happened last night.
It was worse.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's coming from me. And you didn't have Sheamus, who became the new U.S. champ at Mania.
Absent champ.
And you didn't have
Hashtag
AJ and Omos, who became the new Raw tag champs.
Yeah, but we had Jackson Riker and Elias on. What the fuck? Get those guys off the TV. So, well, I mean, Elias can stay. I like Elias, but Jackson Riker can go.
They lost, so I mean, all losses matter.
I like it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Katie hated that joke for some reason. I don't get it.
I told you, Katie, you're not gonna no sell me tonight. I promise you, it's not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna start with earlier in the day. Lashley's coming in the building. You know, he's saying high five. You know, all this. Someone's asked for his autograph. Okay. Riddle comes zooming around, trying to talk to him. Which, why? He's talking about he wants to challenge Bobby Lashley. And Bobby gets enough of a shit, pushes him down. He's like, all right, well, I'll see you tonight. And that's what we start with. We start with Bobby Lashley taking on Riddle. And Riddle doesn't even get the chance to get in the ring. And Bobby Lashley starts whooping him around the ring. This was 99% Bobby Lashley. Riddle didn't stand a chance. He even threw Riddle's scooter, which, good.
Fuck you. The Stallion didn't deserve that. And second of all, Lashley only attacked him twice before the match even started.
The first time he barely pushed him and he fell on the ground. So
barely pushed him. Riddle was trying to talk to him. He was trying to quote some motherfuckers, and Lashley's just being all bitchy about it, I guess. I don't know.
Hasn't Riddle learned that nobody cares what he's gonna say or when he tries to talk to them? I mean, Sheamus hit him with his scooter, and Bobby Lashley pushed him.
Well, I mean, listen, I will say, for once, I actually saw some shades of a Matt Riddle that would be a little more appealing to me when he started calling Lashley on his shit. So
yes,
that I appreciate. But
I really
it's still, but Matt just reminded me, hashtag Riddle over Riddle, by the way. Still, boy got his ass whooped, plain and simple.
Yeah.
All from pillar to post.
I like that.
Well, yeah, he was in a brutal match last night. And then he got brutalized by Lashley before the match.
Bobby Lashley was in a match 2 nights ago, and it was brutal.
It was.
Still had a day to recover, and he didn't get brutalized before the match. He didn't even get pushed over.
Brutalized. You're just a pussy.
Bobby Lashley had more hit points than Matt Riddle before the match started, is what I'm saying. Plain and simple.
You know what? I'm just hearing a lot of talk, and I don't care.
Also, for real, I kind of felt like the story for me was on some level, and you're right. I mean, like, Riddle got his ass kicked, but to me, it was trying to show that he's a tough dude that isn't gonna fucking back down from a challenge. Like, at the one point in the match, you know, Lashley fucking threw him over the goddamn thing and went back into the ring, thinking that Riddle wouldn't go into the ring because he got his ass kicked so much. But by God, Riddle pulled his stoner ass up over that motherfucking bullshit and got back into the ring and took his whooping like a motherfucking man. So there you go.
Yeah, so I'm sorry for all the swearing
That's
in
true.
advance. Sorry, Kyle. But
I ain't taking this Riddle slander anymore, god damn it.
I literally slander him every week. His
Yeah,
character
fuck you
is
too
his
for
character's
that.
stupid.
You're stupid.
His in-ring work is great.
Your in-ring work sucks too.
I'm not a wrestler.
But if you were.
Oh man. Oh man.
So, Bobby Lashley wins with the Hurt Lock, which, no
course.
surprise. And, like I said, Riddle's in-ring work is great. He's fantastic.
Fantasy. Yeah, I'm on acid. Try it.
His in-ring work is great. The
Don't do drugs,
the
kids.
stoner champ is stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah. I don't understand it. I'm
Fuck,
stupid.
are you like this?
There's an F right there.
I don't care.
Oh.
Listen.
Cuz, man.
I have had the longest week for podcasting. I had to sit through 3 hours of a mediocre Raw, and now I have to recap it
Yep.
and try and make it entertaining. That's what I'm trying
That's
to
what
do.
I'm doing.
This is
No,
what you brought me here
are
for, too.
pissing me off on purpose, always.
No, I'm not. I am sick and tired of the Matt Riddle fucking slander. I legitimately like that dude, and everybody's like, "You sucks because you're a fucking stoner," and it's like, no, motherfucker, that's funny, and it's a goddamn God, I'm a stoner, and I forgot the word I was looking for.
Shocker.
It's supposed to be ironic. That's the whole thing. He's supposed to be an idiot that can kick your fucking ass, and everybody's like, "Oh, I see the fact that he's an idiot. He made a funny joke and talked about the Joe Rogan podcast and getting baked or something. I can't take him seriously." Meanwhile, motherfuckers kicking bitches' heads off in the fucking ring.
Why? Can you relax?
No!
Chill. Kevin, chill. Enough. Relax.
Oh man.
And we're
Go
moving
off.
on. Because I'm over it. Because I'm fucking over it now.
No. Everybody wants me to be more passionate and shit, and I do it, and then everybody's like, "No."
Because you don't have to drop
Stupid
F's
asshole.
every 3 seconds. There's no point in it.
Are you not hearing the words coming out of my mouth? I mean, I know I'm saying fuck a lot, but I'm an emotional, fiery guy, and I'm letting it out.
I'm just, in fairness, Katie, you got to cut your promo the other day. Kev can have like a minute or two to cut his. I'm just saying. Just playing devil's advocate here. That's all.
I've been holding that Matt Riddle shit in for a long fucking time, too, God damn it. Every time he shows up, everybody shits on him.
Yeah, because his character's fucking stupid. Anyways, Rhea Ripley has
You're
an interview.
stupid.
He almost said bitch.
Oh, I know. He's called me once before. I wouldn't be surprised. Her interview is very robotic. It's not good. Like, she sounded more Americanized, which is weird. It looked like she was reading off of a cue card, and I hate that. Rhea Ripley, her ring or her mic work is great. If you don't try and change how she was in NXT or like make her more Americanized. No, let the Australian badass come through. But no, I didn't like this interview at all.
Rhea is in free fall. I've been saying this for a while. She hasn't been the same since she lost the NXT title to Charlotte. I think the last great performance she had was that match with Miss Pardon My Back, the new NXT Women's Champion, Raquel Gonzalez. Ever since then, it's just been all downhill. She didn't look comfortable when she showed up on Raw. That first promo was god-awful. The second one was only slightly better. Then, the match at Mania, I couldn't get into it. I said it last night on our show. Like, it wasn't working for me at all. Tonight was worse. And then I knew I had a bad omen going into it because of this promo. I'm like, yeah, you're not I don't know what it is. It's just like it's not what she had. NXT isn't translating over.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to give her credit because I like Rhea, but it's like I'm trying to invest in this, and it's just I'm not getting anything at all.
No. I totally agree. And the thing is to Katie's point, I feel like they're trying to like Americanize her for some fucking reason because they do that with everybody
who sounds
it's just,
slightly different.
Yeah, and it's like no, this is not working, man. Like, like Katie said, just let her be the Australian Amazonian badass, and kill people. It's
something isn't like clicking with her and that's one of the reasons I didn't want her to go to the main roster. She was fine in NXT. This proves my point of what I've been saying about NXT talent going up is something doesn't click and then they just fall flat. That's my fear for EO. That's my fear for Adam Cole of all people, even though he's a goddamn star. I have this fear, and it's not them moving up, it's them moving over, because NXT it clearly is 100% better than Raw. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I wouldn't say all of them. I mean, not for nothing, Stoner Champ had some success. That totally translated.
There's the few that can push past the BS I know what you mean, and though. Be good, but they still have to deal with the BS in the beginning.
No, absolutely. I agree. I'm just saying, no, you're right. I mean, it feels like it's kind of trial by fire almost. Like,
always.
And I think Rhea Ripley is really a good example of that. Like, they really kind of fucking threw her to the wolves. If you want to, like, the way that I feel about it with the booking there. I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be there. She's one of the most talented women in the world, but like, she just started on fucking Raw, and all of a sudden she's like championship match with Oscar at WrestleMania.
It's what I said on Sunday or yesterday at this point. There was no build. She literally they kept pushing back her debuting on Raw, and then come 3 weeks before Mania, you have her challenge Oscar. You take a week to have them be tag team partners.
Well, there's two things to that. One, if you were gonna bring her in, you had to just go for it. If you're gonna go for it, just go all the way, because there was really no one else that you could have put her with that would have given us a reason to care. But the other thing is that they kind of jump started the thing with her because of the whole saga with Charlotte, which was some bullshit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like, now we need somebody in that spot against Oscar, and if you're gonna do it, and the thing was too, and I've gone on rants about this before, Oscar they dropped her off the map after the summer because she was killing it with with Sasha and Bayley all summer long, and then ever since then, it's like they just forgot that she was champion, and so now it's like she's gone beyond stale the way they book her. So it's like, put the title on Rhea just to freshen the scene up. But after the match, it's like, well, shit, why did we do this?
Yeah, no, but I hear you. It was an audible for sure, like, because it was clearly going to be Charlotte in that match before, so there's that, but also it's just, I don't know what it is. Like you guys keep saying, what it is about Rhea Ripley. There's just something that's just not quite hitting with her on Raw. But I think that if she would have been on there a little bit longer before this, like had a couple matches or something, maybe she would have felt more comfortable in a spot like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean. I feel like that, she was put in a hard place.
Yeah, and it started before she left NXT, because I was saying like right going into her match with Raquel, I'm like, something feels off about Rhea right now. I don't know what it is. Though. It was good, and that's what I said. That's what gave me a little bit of optimism about it. But then it's like, now we're here, and I don't know, man.
I hear you.
It's
hopefully it'll get better, because she the sky's the limit for her. She's so young. Yeah.
She's
talented.
My age. She's 24.
Yeah, she's 24. Yeah.
I know. What are you doing with yourself?
That's what I think every time. I'm like, wow. Rhea Ripley
what am I doing with myself?
She has been the NXT Women's Champ, the NXT UK Women's Champ first, and now she's Raw Women's Champion. She's 24. I'm 24, and I do a wrestling podcast twice a week.
Hey man, I'm almost 37, so whatever.
Listen, woman, you will stop selling yourself short, because, as I said before, this is the undisputed, uncontroverted, best podcast host in this community, the sun around which wrestling podcasts orbit.
Yes. That was dope.
We will get this right.
Okay.
She can't take compliments. I love it.
I can't. I really can't.
That's why I went down the path that I did the other week. I was like, "Yo, I'll make you feel comfortable."
No, I legitimately wanted to throw my laptop across the room, but it's fine. We're just gonna move on. To the not her business, as Matt I think was calling him in the chat. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin taking on the returning Viking Raiders. Kyle and Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Eric and Ivar. Okay, you cannot even tell me that Eric does not look exactly like Kyle.
Oh my god, he's spinning image.
It's
spinning
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it till you said it, but yeah, he's a dead ringer.
And then Kev's bitch ass looks like Ivar.
Bitch ass. You're a bitch ass.
There he is. He called me a bitch. Second time. Second time in less than
ass. I called you a bitch ass. Hey, Katie, you're a bitch.
I hate you.
That is different terminology. I will tell you that right now.
Thank you. See, now we have an arbitrator in here, and we can get things right.
Yeah. Bitch ass is totally different from bitch.
Thank you.
Totally different.
Bitch ass.
Just because it's different doesn't mean you get to say it again, Kevin. I swear.
You're not the boss of me.
I am at this point.
What did I? If you didn't birth me or you're not fucking me, you're not my boss.
How many times have you said that to me? And the answer is still, I don't care. I'm your boss at this point. I feel like I'm your boss.
You can feel that in your soul, but I'm not giving that to you.
Yes, Reek. You look like you have something to say.
I just really quick for you. Who's that little plush you have in the corner right there? I'm just that's coming into my vision right now.
Oh, it's Adam Cole.
Oh. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. I'm looking at it. It just came out of like the screen to the left. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's my little.
I thought it was like Brody or something.
No.
I thought it was Brody at first too.
No, he was my co-host for a while, little Adam Cole.
Oh.
I needed to, when I was doing solo shows, he would just be like right here, like off screen, so I was still like talking to somebody when I was just doing it myself, because I can't just like sit here and talk to myself, which is
why do we not have this content? Like,
because
you're supposed to bring him in. See, I'm giving you ideas, Katie. This is why I'm your Paul Heyman. You need to bring Adam Cole with you.
That's $1 million idea.
Right there. He's always here.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, he's not part. He feels like he's like watching in the corner, just like with his dunce cap.
He's my protector.
Dunce cap.
Okay. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be the longest podcast ever. Viking Raiders return. Great match. They look great.
This was really good.
I'm happy Eric isn't in the 24/7 division anymore. Ivar looks pretty damn good for, you know, having surgery. He's still pulling out cartwheels.
He blew out his knee, right? Wasn't that what he did? He tore some tendons.
He blew out his knee, but he had neck surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Slandering Adam Cole?
Uh-huh.
This is what we do now?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. I get it. So they hit the... I guess commentary's deeming their finish of Viking Express or Experience.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they called it before. It's dumb. It's a dope finisher, but that name is so stupid.
I mean, yeah. Like Eric throwing up someone, Ivar catching him is great. So I'm not crazy. That is what they called it. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's what they were calling it before.
I don't refer to it as Viking anything. They're the War Raiders to me now and forever, and I'm not changing that. So
I saw them live as the War Raiders, stuff. So.
Yep.
I got one of like those things from them. Haha.
Oh, that's cool.
Because their friends, when I went to the NXT house show, their friends were sitting right next to me. So.
Oh, you told me about that. That's really fucking dope.
Yeah, they were having like a whole ass like conversation after the fact. It was pretty cool because they were the main event, I think.
That must have been a trip just to hear them like talk to their friends, just bullshitting.
It was kind of cool. I was about it.
Yeah.
They're really
That's
nice.
what's up.
They're really nice men. They just give off
That's
like
cool.
the angry Viking look, but no, they're really nice. They're nice people. All right, we're just gonna.
Oh well, we saw that after that whole little funny bullshit they did with the Street Profits.
Oh, that's. I choose to forget about that. Honestly,
There was some of that wasn't awful.
a lot of
I mean,
it
I like
though
the-
was.
I liked the Viking Prophets. That was kind of funny. Just calling them that. That was cool.
I'm just happy that we now have another tag team on Raw.
Oh
True.
yeah.
True.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree because that's the one thing that you point out all the time. Not enough tag teams on Raw.
There's not enough tag teams on
And,
SmackDown either.
Well, that's
There's not
also
enough tag
true.
teams on the main roster. I say it every week. Because NXT's like has 1,800 tag teams, and the main roster has like 10 combined.
Yeah, I mean your math checks out.
My
I
math
don't
is
even know
100%
if it's
correct.
10. Well, good. I mean, it took you long enough.
You know what? Listen.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
first time I
Jesus,
got
I
it
think-
wrong is because I was doing a solo show, and I don't like. I like doing solo shows, but I was nervous, and then I don't know how to count apparently, and then I have counted the months that I have been doing this, and it didn't equal 7, it equaled 9, so it didn't make sense. But I'm just gonna go with 8. That's a good in between number. I've been doing this for 8 months. Actually, yeah, 3 days ago would
By
have
the
been 8 months.
way, you're always saying the 9 months, and I'm picking on you, saying that like you've been, having a smacked raw bun in your oven or whatever the fuck it dumb.
When
And you sent
when
me
have
the
you
pre-
ever
the
said
pregnant. Yeah, I said it all the time because you were like, because then you sent me the pregnananant.
this?
thing, and I-
Pregananant. Yeah.
Yeah, and I finally watched that shit today. That shit was hilarious.
Reek, have you ever seen that video?
I don't think I have.
It's
This sounds
it's
new.
Yahoo Answers, but people don't know how to spell pregnant. So this guy's reading them, and he's just like, people are just like, pregananant, pregante, pergert. It's, I'll have to send it to you too. It's very entertaining.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny.
So every time, like, so Oscar, okay, I'm gonna get back to this. Oscar has an interview quickly talking about Ria beat her last night. She's ready for her this time. Okay, cool. Nobody cares. Charlotte returns. I also don't care. I care, but I don't care. Because of what happened backstage, like, that sucks, and I'm happy she's back for that reason. But
Man, you just hate Charlotte Flair.
I mean, I also am not the biggest fan of Sasha Banks. Whatever. I have gone on record and said that too. Why are
because
you?
like,
What did Sasha do to you?
oh man, he looks.
You know I'm not the
pissed.
I have complained numerous times about both of them.
Wait. Are we talking about face Sasha?
She's never been a face.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we talking about trying to make her a face?
It just I don't
She
even
doesn't
wanna
like
get into this
Sasha
right
Banks in general. She just doesn't want to admit it.
now. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Charlotte or Sasha. Their in-ring work, fantastic. They're great.
Oh my god, that promo that Charlotte cut tonight.
I liked it because it was
That was dope.
it's real. Kevin and I have talked about this. I like when Charlotte is real with her promos and everything. Like when she had
Yeah.
the stuff with Rick in the back and she was like crying. I liked that. I
Oh my
liked
god,
the
that was
realness
the
from
best
her.
promo she ever probably cut. that
Exactly.
promo. That was so
I
good.
liked the realness, and so she was talking about how it wasn't her fault she wasn't at Mania, but then she didn't want to obviously say what really happened. It wasn't my fault that Asuka needed a partner, that her dad was at Legends Night, that Lacey got pregananant. That's where the pregnant thing came back, because I say it every time. And she's basically just like, heel Charlotte now. She's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm the queen. Karma's a bitch. I'm that bitch. I am
mean-
the opportunity, etc., etc., etc.
She's pretty much always heel. Like, she has more face heel turns than Big Show, and that's a lot. That's a whole
Yeah.
lot.
I like Charlotte, heel Charlotte though, for sure. Like this kind of like
she's
bad
awful
bitch
as a
energy
face.
that she's putting. Like that, well, yeah, but no, I mean when she was like the delusional AEW or the AEW fans, WWE fans that think they're taking I'm taking the opportunity away from their favorites. Well, I am the opportunity. I popped. I was like, fuck yeah, Charlotte Flair, you're goddamn right you are. That was really good. That was good work, I thought.
Embrace it. That's what you got to do.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I mean, I get it if you don't really like, Charlotte or whatever. And I get the criticisms too, Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like the last few times that she's been on TV, it's been really fucking good,
I think the thing I have against Charlotte, it's kind of what they've done with Cena in the past and with Roman. They're continuously shoving Charlotte down our throats and putting her in the title picture. That's the only thing I don't like. I don't like that.
No, I mean, I hear you. That's what I mean. I'm not saying you're necessarily wrong about that. But what else would Charlotte Flair be doing if she wasn't in the title picture, though? I mean, she's like one of the best in the whole fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. You're not wrong, but also, like, what else do you do with her?
There's no way to like cover it up. Like she's one of those talents that you just can't keep out of the main scene. And the trouble is keeping her fresh, really. Like, because it's like you be the heel too long or you'll be the face too long, and something's got to change. Because she's never a baby face. Even when she's a face, she has like the characteristics of a heel. Now that's why I say it's kind of like Big Show. It's like it just flips the switch so much. But I mean, I kind of side with the suggestion Matt had a while ago that she should start beating up men. Because I mean, let's be honest, she's ran through just about every woman on the roster. So aside from some NXT talent that's still to come up, I mean, she's gonna run out of a lot of fresh ideas real soon.
Well, I mean, Ria Charlotte's compelling if it's done right. I'm into that. But like, other than that, what else is she gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
No, Charlotte Flair she's a strange thing because she is that talented, and you're like, damn, is she there again already? Like, I hear what you're saying, but like, if she wasn't there, you'd be like, why isn't she there if she's gonna be on TV? You know what I mean? Like, at least that's the way I feel about it.
Well, this was good. Like I said, it's just kind of, giving in to that hate that she gets, kind of buying into it. Because that's how Edge first got over way back in like 2005 when the whole thing with Matt Hardy jumped off. It was like, oh, okay, so y'all just gonna keep with this hate towards me because of what I did. All right, well, fuck it then. Y'all want me to be the bad guy? I'm gonna be the bad guy. Yeah. So for Charlotte, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, well, you do this, you overshadow the women. Okay, so if that's how y'all feel, I'm just gonna show you that is who I am. So cool.
Yeah. No, exactly. And yeah, the realness, like Katie said, that's what's so dope with Charlotte. She's really good at that.
Yeah, that's what I like most about Charlotte. I mean, like I said, her in-ring work is incredible, but it's the character itself. Either she's too fake, or she's trying to be face, and she's a heel. Kind of sounds like Sasha every time. Crazy. I'm 100% dying on that hill that Sasha is never a face.
She's not.
Thank you.
But Charlotte is her father's daughter. Her father betrayed every tag team partner he's ever been with, so
True.
This was expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't take long, so okay. Next we get the WrestleMania rematch between Ria and Oscar. Like we said before, this not the best. It very well could be these two do not have chemistry because they missed each other in NXT by a little bit, and they never got to work together. And
they literally got thrown together last minute, basically.
Yeah, because Rhea was like the third choice at that point.
Yeah.
Which sucks for Rhea.
Yep. And
so the match is going okay. Botches happen. Things are kind of sloppy. And they're on the outside, and Charlotte comes out of nowhere, pushes Oscar and Rhea into the steps, DQ. Rhea's still champ, and then Charlotte just starts beating them both down. So that means at WrestleMania Backlash, which I hate that name,
Dumb.
it's more than likely gonna be a triple threat for the Raw Women's Championship, and Charlotte's probably gonna win it because WWE loves giving Charlotte championships.
So you remember how back in the day after the WrestleMania they would go on this big ass tour and it would be called WrestleMania Revenge? That's really what this is. Like the house show circuit after WrestleMania. That's what WrestleMania Backlash sounds like, and it kind of pisses me off because like I don't understand who brought this up in the production meeting and thought this was a good idea. I just want to know.
Well, I mean, the fact that they also moved Money in the Bank for this.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Money in the Bank is supposed to be
what happened
after
to that going next?
Mania.
Yeah.
Now it's happening in June, apparently.
And that messes up Kevin Owens.
That might be because they might be able to have crowds or something like that.
Which I don't
I'm
even
just
think
throwing it
that's
out
smart
there.
at this point. If you're gonna do crowds, do what AEW does and have it in one location and kind of separated. Because
no, I know, but
I don't know.
I hear you. Trust me.
They messed up Kevin Owens because he had this dope promo with Paul Heyman talking about Money in the Bank after WrestleMania, making a little like cryptic comment as he walked away, and now it's like, oh well, Money in the Bank is getting pushed back. It's not going to be the next show. Like, I hate when y'all do that.
Because WWE sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's the only guess that I have is that maybe they were like, no, we'd rather do Money in the Bank in front of a crowd. It'll be easier to do it in a crowd in June. If it's not that, then fuck them.
Okay.
That's true.
And even that's kind of a lame excuse as far as I'm concerned. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be better than what they did last year, to be honest with you. Like, it was entertaining, but it wasn't good. Mm-hmm. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that they were... that I give them a pass around that time, though, man, last year. Because that was right when pandemic was going down, and everybody was, like... adjusting. That was, I mean, it was a fucking crazy time for everybody then.
Yeah. You are gonna crack, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Don't think you're safe. You are gonna crack.
No, I'm not. I'm fine.
All right. Mm-hmm.
You've already cracked a few times.
Shut up, Kevin. We see Miz and Morrison backstage, real quick, and Maurice's there.
I feel like that's a normal segue. Is shut up, Kevin, and then just go right into the next.
It works.
Of the
It's
show.
perfect. I'm really good at this now. What can I say? And then they're supposed to be on Miz TV, which I legit thought was going to be after this. I was wrong. No, we get other things in between that and Miz TV, like Shayna and Nia watching Mandy Rose fall at Mania, which still sucks. I still feel bad.
I do too.
Like that sucks. But but I like that she can laugh at herself. I will say that. What are you gonna say,
I feel
Reed?
kind of bad, man, but I totally laughed when it happened. I was like, "Holy!" Mandy Rose just fell directly on her ass. I could dude, but I did feel bad. I was like, dude, that shit was probably all wet, you know, obviously because it rained like all fucking day or whatever the hell it was,
yeah.
you know.
You know, it's funny. It's funny how everybody missed like afterwards when AJ had his entrance and he almost slipped hard as hell and he froze. Go back and watch his entrance. Because when he goes and he's standing there and he's up like this, and then he goes to move and he just stops himself all of a sudden because he slipped, and he stays there for like 2 seconds before he walks over again. Watch. Go back and watch it.
I didn't notice.
It was funny as shit.
Oh, right on. I noticed that he froze for a second, but I was like, what is this? Some kind of, I was like, it looked awkward, but I was like, is this just like, is he just doing something different because of Mania?
He definitely
I don't
slipped.
know, you know, so he almost fell on his
I
ass
wouldn't
too.
be surprised. But so we see Shayna and Nia like watching that and rewinding it, and then Shayna leaves for some reason when Mandy Rose comes up. Mandy's talking about, oh yeah, I can laugh at myself, ha ha ha. It's something I wasn't expecting. She slaps the hell out of Nia. Her and Dana attack Nia and like kind of push her into the wall, kind of thing. And Nia just looked mad. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're the faces in this, guys. They're the faces.
Yo, I gotta tell you, I literally like now Mandy and fucking Dana. I cannot tell the difference between those two.
I can.
Nope.
Not even a little bit.
I can.
Like I was trying hard.
How can you? How can you, Katie?
Their faces.
Oh, okay, all right. Because you said that like you had some kind of inside information that we didn't have or something.
I'm also a
you-
female,
like
and I pay more attention.
I guess no. I started to try to pay attention to like tell differences. And Mandy Rose has pink boots, and Dana Brooke has black boots, and that was the only way I could tell them apart. So there you go.
Nailed it. I also think Mandy Rose's hair is shorter than Dana's.
They do have slightly different hair because
Dana's
I
is
started
like more
paying
of a
way
dirty
close attention.
blonde. Mandy's is more, or no, Dana's is more like platinum-y-ish blonde. It like looks really faded and it's darker, and then Mandy's is more blonde.
And it's longer too. I feel like I don't know, man. I don't give a shit. They're from the Pink Lady Wrestler factory. They
They look like Barbie dolls.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Blonde
like,
hair, the pink gear, the sunglasses. They're Barbie dolls.
See, Matt said what I was thinking. Because I thought I was tripping on was it Saturday night? Dana definitely has a ass tat, and I'm like, I thought I was seeing things on Saturday, and I'm like, that looks kind of weird. But then I saw it again tonight. I'm like, yeah, she definitely has a tat on her ass. That's okay. All right.
I mean, hey,
God,
knows?
we figured that mystery out.
Mystery solved, guys. Mystery solved.
That's funny.
So after whatever that segment was, we get Alexa's Playground. I actually listen. I liked this. I don't like what happened at Mania. I have said that on the recap. I don't like what happened at Mania at all. I liked this because Alexa's good at her character. So let me explain, and then you can go on your rant, Reek. Okay?
Oh no.
Just let me just do this first, and then I'll let you.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
What? So she talks about that Mania was fun, and she starts telling the story of a little girl who was saved by the darkness, and then, using flashbacks from when the Fiend basically created Fiend Bliss. She's like, well, I never needed the darkness. The darkness, she said, is the darkness helping her, or is it sending her away? Then the darkness disappears. She gets all of this power. The female is the most deadly of the species. I liked that. And she goes on to say, well, she's a new friend. I low-key thought it was going to be Aleister Black for a second, and I got nervous. Because everyone kept planting that in my head. And I didn't expect her to say that. Or I thought it was going to be Nikki Cross. But her new friend is Lily, a little creepy-ass doll. And then the doll started, like, talking or moving or doing something, and I got very, very nervous because it was creepy as all hell.
It's the Lady Fiend. I predicted that a long time ago.
It's the what?
The Lady Fiend.
Well, yeah. Okay, go on your rant. Go on your rant.
Okay. All right.
I also don't know where the hell Kevin went. If you're watching the video, I don't know where he went.
It's okay. It's okay because I'm getting this out one way or the other. All right. Let me assume my talking smack pose here. So all of that is fine and dandy. Alexa's little story time, her little profound realization. With all due respect, I don't give a flying fuck. Because what the hell does that have to do with the Fiend losing to Randy Orton? This whole story was built on the premise of the Fiend having his beef with Randy Orton. The Fiend is patching up all the mistakes that were made during Bray Wyatt's run, right? So Randy was basically the last name to check up off the list. Mm-hmm. WrestleMania, he lost the title to Randy, and then with the Fiend, he got set on fire. I mean, all that. And then Alexa basically, stepped into that spot, kind of in by proxy for the Fiend this whole time. But the end result was supposed to be Randy getting his comeuppance at WrestleMania. You started off night 2. That would have been a perfect way to do it. have the Fiend go over, squash Randy, because let's be honest, it's not like he would hurt him that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want, after the match, if you want to do this whole thing with Alexa, what she's doing now, that's fine. All of this, honestly, if it had not been for what happened last night, I wouldn't be mad at this at all. You could easily have told this story. But why did it have to come at the expense of a guy who had already taken unnecessary losses? I said this last night. You had one mulligan to screw up with the Fiend. That was Hell in a Cell 2019, the worst call in Hell in a Cell history. That was your one mulligan. You only get one.
Awful.
Then, this time around, it was like TLC. I'm like, I'll give it a pass when they set the Fiend on fire. He lost to Randy because I'm like, okay, we're going to pay this off at Mania. You didn't pay it off at Mania. And then whatever the hell this is going on between the Fiend and Alexa, they're having a rivalry now, I guess. But that's not how you finish a story. If you're going to tell another story, finish the one you're doing first.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. So I'm not down with that at all.
I understand.
Fair enough.
I mean, everything you're saying is right. I mean, they have screwed up the Fiend too many times to count. Involving Alexa Bliss in the beginning of this story was smart. Having
cool.
her do go from the whatever Alexa Bliss to Fiend Bliss. I liked that. That was fine. Having her screw over the Fiend at Mania still doesn't make sense. I don't like it. I am very adamant on that as well. I do not appreciate it.
I do not appreciate you, sir.
But the thing is, too, on top of that, you missed a massive opportunity with Alexa because, and I say this all the time, she pinned Oscar clean as a whistle on Raw, and we never followed up on it. Mm-hmm. She could have faced Oscar at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's title. She could be the champ today, and I would not be that mad if they had gone that route.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't understand why they got away from Oscar and Bliss feuding at that time anyway. That seemed super fucking hot. And I was like,
do you want to know why?
Keep it going.
I can tell you why. Do you want to know why? You ready? It's because they started to have Asuka feud with the tag champs.
Yeah, which made no goddamn sense.
Because that's all they do. That's all they do with their women's champions. They group them all together. I'm not even going to go on a rant like that because this is going to be the longest podcast ever. And we're not even a quarter of the way done with the show.
I know there's already been at least 10 rants.
Yeah. It's okay. This is what we're here for.
We're having fun.
It's therapeutic.
Are we having fun?
Smoke the Oli Herb.
Miz TV. We finally get Miz TV after 3 other segments. And basically to promote Miz and Mrs. Shocker.
It's kind of cool to see Maurice on Raw.
Still looks good. God bless.
After 10 kids or how many? No, they didn't have that many.
2. 10, 2. That's completely shocker. That's completely different. And then Morrison's just like, oh, we can create our own, our spin-off. Because they all Mrs. and Morrison. I thought that was funny. And then Miz tries to put on over Bad Bunny, saying, oh, well, it's because of me. Bad Bunny did so well. Damian Priest is just he comes out and he's like, no, the fuck? Stop. I was his partner and I'm not even taking credit for it. Bad Bunny put the work in, busted his ass, pulled out at Mania. He put on a show at Mania. God bless Bad Bunny. He did surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bad Bunny. And now he's going on World Tour next year. And that was the coolest thing they could do. Was the video with him and Triple H.
Yeah, that was dope. That. I really liked that.
And he didn't overstay his welcome.
He's Neo from fucking The Matrix, man. That's what he reminds me of so much.
And so Miz keeps bringing up the Damian Priest. Well, you're not in any of the headlines. All of this, him and Morrison both try and challenge Damian Priest. Maurice is like, you both can challenge him. Impromptu handicap match. They're both, Miz and Morrison are both still in their suits. Damian Priest, is Damian Priest, doing great, handling business. He hit the lights, on Morrison. Tries to do it on Miz. Maurice stops that. She ends up getting on the apron, and I like what Damian Priest did. He's just like, please, just get off the apron. Let me do this. He respects women. Shout out. Love that. He wasn't just like, get the fuck off the apron. No, he was just like, please. Because he understands. But no. This is, after he ripped off Miz's shirt and basically Miz's pants. And Miz
did you see Miz and Maurice falling over each? Okay, I'm sorry.
I was getting there.
I didn't know.
You always do
I'm
this.
not a soothsayer.
You always do this.
Future seer, ESPN heaven. I don't know.
Oh,
Miz
man.
rolls up Damian Priest, feet on the ropes. Maurice also holding his feet. They win. Damian Priest's first loss after being on the main roster.
Yeah.
And
right.
he's no longer undefeated because I think I was like one of the only people who still noticed that he was undefeated. And then Miz, Morrison, and Maurice are walking up the ramp, and Miz falls, and Maurice falls forward, but they cut it and transition into Shayna and Nia at like the perfect time before Maurice fully falls.
She was gonna take a fucking header too, man. It looked awful because like Miz just had his pants like just around his fucking ankles for some reason still. So like he was like tripping over himself, and then Maurice decided it was a good idea to get like inside of the pants.
She was protecting her man's junk, I guess.
I
don't know.
I guess she was protecting that dick. Like, for real. And people are only there virtually, so that tells you how protective she is over that package.
Apparently.
I mean, he's an A-lister. What can I say, I guess,
The other thing, too, is, man, I feel bad for Morrison, because he's about to be third wheel like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like it's over for you, bro. Yeah. Like, if she's going to be on screen on the regular for the next couple of weeks or so, kiss that whole thing.
I don't think she is.
I don't think so either. I think this is a one-time thing.
I think it's just to promote Miz and Mrs. starting again tonight.
It was probably the best they could get for Wrestlemania, Raw for Wrestlemania or some shit, I mean, it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but it was like, okay. And
I'm worried about Priest, too, because the thing was, I haven't liked that they switched him to a face, but pairing him up with Bad Bunny was doing more for him than anyone else. And now that Bad Bunny's gone and he's got to hold it down by himself as a face, his promos have always been kind of hit or miss. Mm-hmm. So, this is going to get a little scary, honestly. Yeah. I hope he works it out, but I don't know. It was better when he was a heel.
I mean, I agree. But, yeah. I mean, hopefully he's just done with Miz and Morrison. Just get him away from Miz and Morrison. Put him in the U.S. title picture. Put him against Sheamus. That would be dope.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not going to because that made too much sense.
Yep.
Okay, after that...
WWE and Logic? What the fuck?
Don't correlate ever. Yeah. Shayna and Nia have an interview, and they replay what happened literally 20 minutes beforehand with Dana and Mandy beating up Nia.
Jesus.
And this interview was pointless and stupid. Shocker.
But I liked how Nia basically said that. She was like, "What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck do you think I'm gonna say?" Basically,
she was just like, "You just showed this just happened 20 minutes ago."
What's the point?
Mandy, go ahead.
I'm so sick and tired of lazy right now. Know what the fuck to do? I swear. Like. It's a cancer mainly throughout Raw, because SmackDown is killing it lately. But I don't know what it is with Raw that they just get lazy as hell with their writing, and it's getting on my nerves. It's like I can't do it no more.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And this was a great example of that. This was such a filler, stupid thing to do that like was just so pointless. And like, I mean, I can appreciate almost like the self-awareness of what Nia is saying, but it's like, when you do that like 10 times in a show, you're like, okay, enough already.
Too much. Yeah.
Also, shout out to Kyle who just made the thumbnail for the episode. Thank you.
What a guy.
Thank
What
you
a
so much.
guy indeed.
Thank you so goddamn much. I still have to upload the show, so that doesn't even matter. But then after the whatever interview that kind of was, we get Mandy and Dana taking on Nia and Shayna. Nia's
What the fuck was this?
stupid. The match wasn't long. In Nia's being Nia, dominating because she's one of the strongest women on the roster. And once Dana finally tags Mandy in, Mandy and Nia have this weird
You can't
exchange.
tell them apart either.
No, I forgot what I was trying to say, Kevin.
Oh, so even worse. I was just trying to tell a little joke and you had to bury yourself. What's wrong with you, Katie?
So Mandy's on the outside, and Nia gets tagged in, and, she throws Mandy back in the ring, and Nia's getting up on the apron, and she slips and falls to the floor. Dana and Mandy are laughing. Nia's pissed. She slides into the ring. Mandy and Dana just book it. They haul ass. They lose via countout. And we're just left with a pissed off Nia. First of all,
Yeah,
I have
they
so
just,
many
like,
things
just-
wrong with this.
Is anybody else noticing a trend with these bigger wrestlers who are supposedly against bullying, but then they get in these angles where they are bullies, and then they're made to look, no pun intended here, stupid.
Yes.
You're
fucking right.
I'm having an issue with this because Nia won her first Raw Women's title, what was it, 3 years ago, in the midst of a, bully angle with a woman who is literally a quarter of her size.
Yep.
Then within a month of that, not even, she was bullying Ronda Rousey. And fast forward now, Braun Strowman literally had to go through an angle where he was called stupid, and that led to a WrestleMania match.
I don't even want to talk about that anymore.
And now, Nia is rehashing her clumsiness moments, like just not that removed from my hole, and now it's my clumsy ass feet. I can't stay on the fucking apron.
At least my hole was funny.
It wasn't,
Like, at least
though.
It was.
No,
Well,
it
then you
was
just
funny
don't
the
like to
first
laugh.
time, and then they kept trying to make it funny again.
Listen, I feel like a joke like my hole, like you don't have to be smart to laugh at it, but you're
Well,
fucking
you
dumb
laugh
if you
at it,
don't.
so
Well, you're
we all
dumb
do.
if you don't laugh at it. So
I
what
laughed.
does that say
I
about
laughed
you?
the first time, maybe a little haha, little chuckle here, but no. After that, I was like, "This is stupid. Please don't say it again," because it's
You're
why.
stupid. Please don't say it again.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. And moving on,
Man.
after all of that BS, we get the, they were calling it, the almighty, celebration, I think?
That he didn't come out for.
Yeah.
Then what the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't come out for it. MVP is just like, no, he didn't want to come out because he had to deal with Riddle earlier, basically trying to cover up for his man. MVP is one of the best talkers, so
Yeah.
let him be out here by himself. Kudos. He's killing it. He's talking
It's kinda
about,
strange.
I mean, it was weird for, it was an almighty
Yeah.
celebration, the almighty isn't there.
Exactly.
Whatever. And he's talking about, well, Drew's a warrior. He took his eye off the prize. It's okay to be number 2 when Bobby Lashley's number 1. Drew comes out and he's just like, listen, I understand. No excuse. I passed out. Hurt Lock is incredible. It was the first one to make a mistake. He made the first mistake thanks to MVP. And he tells MVP to keep milking that cash cow, which I like that he keeps bringing that up, that MVP is just using Bobby Lashley because Bobby Lashley is, incredible. I like that Drew keeps pushing that narrative. I
Yeah.
don't think that's what's happening at all, but I like that Drew is trying to push that narrative.
No, for sure, because it's really subtle. He doesn't lay it on real thick when he says it, but he does drop it every once in a while.
Yeah, he's dropped it a few times, and he tells him to, keep doing that. I want him on a pedestal, so when I claymore him, he falls far. I liked that. I like the metaphors that Drew uses. And when he gets a rematch, like, it's going to be different, you know, usual things. And MVP's like, oh, well, nothing around here is given. Everything is earned. Braun Strowman comes out.
If anybody earned anything, Braun Strowman did after that horrible angle that he went through with Shane McMahon. Changed my fucking mind.
I mean, that must have been the deal that was made. Like,
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
I mean, he tells Drew, he's like, take your ass to the back of the line. And then they have, like, a nice little standoff. And then Randy Orton comes out. He's like, listen, I got all the time in the world now. Alexa Bliss and The Fiend are off my mind. They've disappeared. I gotta do what I'm best at, being world champ. Adam Pearce comes out and he's like, I know what to do. Triple threat. Yay! We literally saw this coming as soon as all three of them were out there.
Yeah.
And
sucks at his job.
Adam Pearce is doing a bang-up job. Kudos, Adam Pearce.
Sucks at his job.
Yeah, I mean, it's dumb and predictable, but it made sense at least.
I mean, true.
I mean, like,
you know. And
Scene.
the winner gets Lashley at WrestleMania Backlash.
Whack.
Stupid.
And see, I'm petty, and because I'm still stewing over last night when Randy was cutting that promo, I would have booked something to have like him spitting up Demon Seed again.
I thought he was going to.
Yeah, I wanted that.
I kept thinking it was gonna happen. Randy is getting 16 titles. I mean, I hope so soon.
Probably
SummerSlam, maybe. Perhaps.
That would surprise me.
This year, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. With
definitely
with
next
this picture,
year,
I don't know anymore. But I want it to happen.
If not, yeah, I mean, but if not by the end of this year, next year, I would say for sure he's gonna have another run.
I can see that.
True.
A decent run though, not like what he had
with Drew.
Him and Drew kind of traded the titles a couple times or whatever.
Well, it was just to get Drew over more at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it
made sense. I didn't have a problem with it. It's just like, I mean, he'll have like a legit run, where he has the belt for like 3-4 months or something like that. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a brief interaction of Drew and Braun backstage. Oh yeah, I saw what you did at Mania. This isn't a cage, this is a triple threat. Braun's like, I know what a triple threat is. I'm not stupid. Are you calling me stupid? You saw what happened to the last person who called me stupid. Which, calm the fuck down. Ain't nobody say anything. Relax. Big man, chill. And then there's a monster-sized ass whooping coming your way. Oh, okay. Calm down. I can't get behind Braun. Especially after the whole stupid thing. I can't. I hated that storyline so much, and I wasn't that big of a fan of Braun in the first place. This just, no. I'm done.
He's not stupid, but once upon a time, he was beefing with Roman Reigns, and he ran right into a car door, so just throwing that out there.
Although, man, I gotta say, like, Braun Strowman looks like he's in, like, the best shape of his fucking life right now, man. He looks scary as fuck.
Oh, no, he's cut. Like, he cut down, like, from the time he first went solo all the way to now. Like, he just, like, trimmed down and, like, just all muscle. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. For a dude his size.
He didn't look that much bigger than, like, McIntyre or Orton tonight, to me, honestly. I mean, he's obviously still bigger than those guys, but not by as much as he used to be. That's for sure.
Yeah.
For real.
So after all that, we get Elias and Jackson Ryker taking on New Day. But before that happens, we get a performance by Elias, and he's dedicating it to Shane, his new friend, his mentor. And he strums a guitar, and it's the trombone. It's Francesca.
That was funny as hell.
And then he does it again. Francesca prompts the New Day to come out. They're talking about, oh man, you both got beat by Braun. He was whooping y'all around. I love the New Day. And when they do shit like this, I can't help but laugh, especially when Xavier Woods is just shouting nonsense.
The way that they cycled through everything from DMX to Adventure Time was just like on point.
Masterful.
That was so dope.
I loved everything they did. They even brought back the shame.
Yep.
Oh my God.
That. I forgot about that for a second. And then Elias is like, well, isn't that what happened to you guys? Like, Omos whooped y'all, and Kofi, how high were you when Omos threw you? Like, that kind of stuff. Stupid. The back and forth between them was stupid, but New Day's part was funny, and it made me appreciate it.
Oh, New Day killed it. They
kill it every time.
Kill it,
Xavier Woods is really good at improv, and that's the best part about it. And dude, I've said that all the time.
He's underrated as hell. 100%. Xavier Woods.
100%.
Holy shit!
Listen. At some point in time, we need to get #Woods US champ. Everybody forgot about that. I swear I never will. It was on an episode of SmackDown, and they were cutting a promo. I want to say it was like around the 4th of July, and they were having a tournament for like the number one contender or for the US championship, and he was in it. Mm-hmm. And he was starting this #Woods US champ. I want to see it, or I want to see King of the Ring.
I was just going to say King of the Ring.
That needs to happen.
Oh, King of the Ring would be so dope.
King of the Ring would just be meta as hell, because on Up, Up, Down, Down, he made himself win King of the Ring when he was playing. Yep. I don't remember what game he was playing. One of the older Raw vs. SmackDowns, I think. Or was it Here Comes the Pain? I think he was playing. I can't remember which one he was playing, but it was one of the older ones, and he made himself King of the Ring. And for that reason alone, and the fact that he wants it, I want Xavier Woods to be King of the Ring.
Gotta get it.
Because Corbin is still King of the Ring. Why?
I don't know. I said like he's better off as the rich douche.
Yeah.
That's always like talking about his expensive suits and watches and stuff. Like, yep. I can get behind that.
Yeah. But no, they're still King Corbin. No, we don't want it.
Right.
And then, there is the tag match that happens. Short match. New Day wins. Nobody's surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, it's New Day.
The thing is, right? I don't. Elias doesn't do it for me. Elias is that douchebag in college that plays the guitar for all the girls and stuff like that, and he thinks he's so cool and doesn't really say anything. And it's like it's not doing it for me. He's all right in the ring, but his shtick is just wearing off so fast for me. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean. He's definitely the guy who would have been at a party and he pulls out a guitar. He's like, anyways, guys, here's Wonderwall, and just starts playing.
Exactly.
And everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck are you, what? Sir, no. Sir, this is a Wendy's? You gotta go.
like, nah, bro, you gotta get that bullshit out of here. I'm sorry.
I mean, represent Pittsburgh, but, bro, change your gimmick. Please. Represent us better.
For real, though.
Awful. Then after that tag match, we get a Randy promo talking about 6-7 months. He's been distracted. Basically the same thing he said earlier. He's been distracted.
Justin in the chat, he goes, Elias is Super Saiyan John Mayer. Holy shit, that's
Justin. Don't ever disrespect John Mayer like that again. Stop it.
Okay.
John Mayer is a treasure.
I appreciate the joke.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Straight garbage.
Basically, Randy says everything he said in his little thing earlier. I'm gonna get through Drew and Braun. I only need to strike once. I have 3 deadliest letters in the game. RKO.
Recycled.
He says it at the end of every promo.
Same shit, bro. Like,
I mean, especially when he literally said it like a segment or 2 before that. 2 segments before that, he said the same thing. So
it's like, bro, you just had like one of the best years, if not the best year of your career in 2020. Mm-hmm. Don't start backtracking with bullshit promos, because you told on yourself on Broken Skulls podcast. You said you wouldn't start caring about promos till 2020. So we know you lazy with it, apparently. So don't start getting back into those habits.
We know you lazy with it.
Elias is a wonderland.
Oh God.
We get the return of Firefly Funhouse. Bray
I love you,
Wyatt's
Justin.
back.
Thank you for the jokes.
He's all the puppets are there. You know, Mercy, Huskus, Ramblin' Rabbit, Abby. She's still swearing. Shout out. Love that they're still believing it. Bray's like, oh yeah, I'm here with my true friends. Abby's like, yeah, I hated that bitch, and they bleeped it. And then,
Yo.
Kev, what's the line? He said, because you said it earlier.
Well, I said it before we started recording, didn't I?
Which is be wild.
I was
There.
I was gonna let you say it again, but no, you lost your chance.
Well, I
We
know,
took
but
it.
I thought maybe you wanted to say. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
I literally told you to say it, proving that you don't listen to me ever, and whatever at this point.
Which is be wildin'. What can I say?
Ramblin' Rabbit goes on to say, oh, it's gonna be so lonely here without her being Alexa Bliss. Bray Wyatt picks up Ramblin' Rabbit like by the throat, and we're like, oh shit, he's gonna kill him. We're starting off again. No, he kisses his forehead. He's like, bet you didn't expect that, did you? And then it turns into like a church sermon up in here.
Yeah.
It really did. The music,
So dope.
the music playing in the background. He's talking about is a new season, new friends, new me. He will return. And you're gonna tell me you didn't hear like the church music in the background, Reek?
Oh no, we did. I was honestly like that. That was the best segment of the show for me.
Oh, it's so good.
It was
I'm just still pissed that we're just gonna just scoot over the fact that he took a loss last night, and we're just gonna move on from that. Like
I mean, I understand. But that's one of the coolest things about Bray, is because when he's Bray Wyatt, you know, Mr. Rogers-esque Bray, he really can shine. Like,
Oh yeah.
when
he don't miss.
He doesn't.
His promos are so good.
He doesn't miss when he's Bray, when he's Mr. Rogers, especially in the Firefly Funhouse, which I can actually say now without tripping over my words, because screw it, when it started happening in the first place, every time I'd say it, I kept messing it up. It's a tongue twister, especially if you're trying to say it fast, because I talk fast. But the Fiend, I like that Bray tries to separate them. He calls him he. It's that, like, the Fiend is like a different person than Bray. I like that he does that. So
Yes.
it makes sense as to why this segment was fire, kind of pun intended. And the Fiend stuff at Mania was trash.
But this is why, you know, they get so much criticism for this, because it's like creatively he's comparable to no one. There's him, and then there's a void, a space, and then there's everyone else. Mm-hmm. Creatively, and on the mic, he is just that damn good with everything he says. And it's like you cut these amazing promos every single time. You're not having a match, and then you get in a match, in a big match, and then you always lose. Yep. It's like, why would you book him that way? It's like the whole, you know, the thing about creating a real star in the business is they got to be great on the mic, and, you know, they got to be good in the ring, and they got to win the big matches. It's like you got 2 out of 3, but you can't just lock in that last one and stick with it.
They can't.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
I agree. You are not wrong. All right, we're gonna move on to the main event. This has been so long.
Yeah.
This has been such a long podcast.
Main event time.
You know, Drew McIntyre taking on Braun Strowman, taking on Randy Orton. This match happened. This was a thing. There were some cool spots. Braun going for the.
You sound like way disappointed. I was like, I thought it was
I'm just
kinda
disappointed
cool.
with
I mean,
Raw
it
in
wasn't
general.
The best thing in the
That's
world,
the thing.
But like,
I'm just disappointed with how Raw was in general. Everyone kept
Well, no, I
hyping it
hear
up. They're
ya.
like, "Oh man, you get to do the Raw after Mania? Hell yeah!" I've been dreading it since Raw started. Like I'm trying here, but
Yep.
Braun goes for, you know, the express. They didn't do the train noise. I noticed that.
thank fucking God.
Thank God they got rid of that. Hopefully.
That was so dumb.
Drew kind of just throws the steps at him. I liked that. Randy tossing Drew over the announce table into the chairs. I liked that. Braun using the steel steps, because, there's no rules in a triple threat. In case you're like Braun and don't understand what a triple threat is, apparently.
Or if you forget as a fan watching at home, because
they don't tell you enough.
You won't be able to forget after you watch one triple threat match, probably.
You're never gonna forget ever. Randy hits the RKO on Braun. He's going for the pin. Drew, I believe, hits a Claymore on Randy.
That's what it looked like to me. It was kind of fucking awkward, though.
Yes.
It looked like it, but because Randy was pinning Braun, it was low. So yeah. I think that's what Drew was going for. I mean, it connected regardless, whether he just kicked him in the face or he hit him with a Claymore. Claymore would make more sense because he won with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but God, it looked weird.
I think it's just how it was set up was. I think if Randy wasn't pinning Braun, it would have gone a lot better, obviously.
Yeah, like maybe don't call for, a Claymore while somebody's like on the mat, because you're supposed to hit them in the face when they're standing up.
I mean, he still hit him in the face. He still kicked him in the face regardless. But Drew wins. MVP comes out and he's just standing on the ramp and I'm like, Bobby Lashley's gonna attack him from behind? Possibly? No. No. No.
Jesus.
T-Bar and Mace, still wearing the Retribution mask, still being called T-Bar and Mace, hit the double choke slam type thing they do on Drew, and then they kind of roll out the ring, and they're standing outside the ring. MVP is still on the ramp. Drew McIntyre gets up, and he's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, I think everybody was.
I literally put after that, what, with question marks?
The
hurt no sense.
The hurt retribution.
I don't. If Retribution's disbanded, we saw that happen. But how were you gonna still have them wear these stupid ass masks that Ali made them wear, basically, and keep these
for no reason?
Keep these stupid names. Let Dijak be Dijak.
Please.
Dijak was amazing. I saw him wrestle Tommaso Ciampa when Ciampa was still NXT champ. Dijak's and that was before he got elevated to his matches with Keith Lee.
Shit.
It was
dope shit.
It was.
Oh my God, and those matches, Dijak versus Keith Lee,
bangers.
Holy God, man!
And that's
some of the best matches in NXT history.
And that's what they need to bring for Dijak. Don't get rid of this T-Bar bullshit. Nobody cares. Yeah. I can't get behind him if you're gonna keep calling him T-Bar, and you're gonna make him wear this stupid mask.
His Twitter game's strong though.
I don't care about the I mean, yes, I care about that, but that's not important to this. Let him be a monster in the ring.
Between him and Randy Orton, you do not want to be in none of their crosshairs in the fucking scary hours, because shit gets real after 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah. It's very entertaining.
Sure.
Randy Orton.
At Soulja Boy.
At Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy hears us. Okay. Oh, all right. With your 3 songs, Jesus whatever. Christ. Get out of here.
Yeah. Say something, Soldier. Say something.
He hasn't said anything in a minute, that's for sure.
Yeah, because he realized, oh man, Randy Orton's roasting my ass. And everyone was just like, yeah, okay, go pop off, Randy. Go ahead. Stupid.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was the Raw after Mania recap. As you can tell by my expression and my voice, I'm not super happy. And this has been a long week already, and this just made it longer. And I don't appreciate it.
Hey, Katie. Quit fucking bitching.
So tell us how you really feel. You just got. You sound like you got something on your chest that you need to get off. So I mean, get it out.
I'm just exhausted.
This is why we're here.
Why you gotta bring the vibes down?
When did this become my therapy session? I'm confused. This is my show.
Every week is your therapy session. Have you not heard?
Basically, at this point, I get therapy every Monday. Hey, yay, woo!
Like, you know,
The worst therapy you could get.
Yeah, if Kevin was my therapist, Lord, take me now.
it's free. Take it or leave it.
Beggars can't be choosers, motherfucker.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Reek for hopping on very last minute because he really wanted to, and I didn't know if he was serious, so I had to DM him and make sure he was serious.
It was dope. First time with you, man. It was fun.
I am a man of my word. If I say I'm coming, I'm coming.
All right. Well, promote your shit,
you,
Reek.
That was a lot of fun.
Appreciate you. Hey, y'all can find me at WreakHavoc24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Go check out Young Kings Wrestling on Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to your podcast. Check out the YouTube as well. The Instagram at YKW Pod, because you know Instagram is some bitches.
True.
And they deleted our page.
I've heard that.
Yeah, some bullshit. But yeah, also go check out the Havoc Hour where I talk sports and entertainment on Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to your podcast, YouTube as well, and on the Instagram page _ the Havoc Hour _.
Nice.
There we go. Reek is good people. Go listen, go support. I had the chance to be on Young Kings for Mania Madness, and my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're an accomplice. It
was fun. It was great. I'll have to be on again soon. Maybe. I don't think they're gonna let me back on.
Listen. I mean, you can come. Listen, we was with you, so I mean, you know, haters gonna hate. You can come through whenever you want.
All right, sounds good. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe not for a while. I'm a little burnt out from podcasts.
Oh, I mean, everybody is at this point.
We burnt out. I wanted to take a week off, but Kyle was like, "You have to do the Raw after Mania because it's the Raw after Mania," and I'm burnt out.
Boy, what a great show it was too.
No, it wasn't. It was awful.
And what a Raw after Mania.
What a mediocre show. But
it had to be bad so that we could do this.
That's true.
It was fun. I had a good time.
We had a blast recapping. You can find Kevin and Kyle doing the Dynamite recap Wednesday night after the show goes off on this Twitch. So twitch.tv/puttingover.
Which bitch ass.
Keep an eye out on our Twitter. RN and I still got to discuss when we're going to do the NXT recap. We're doing it Wednesday. We just don't know what time. It'll be before Dynamite. So do not worry. You will not miss AEW if you're a fan of both. Like some people are, some people aren't. And then we're back to a normal schedule. No more 7 shows a week. Thank God. Your girl's burnt out. Listen, it's been a rough week, but we did it. So yeah, thank you guys, and
Blue
we'll
cheese
see
with your
you
chicken
later.
wings.
Bye bye.